over there in the Lazarus table, the constitutional means how rules and regulations around you help you in coping up with the situation of stress. Now moving forward, we will talk about figure 5.1 is a theoretical model of stress appraisal, meaning how well do you cope up with the stress, how are you going to deal with the stress, which was given by Richard Lazarus. Richard Lazarus has classified three appraisal in this type. Three appraisal meaning three ways through which you can cope up stress and three things that are related to stress. The first is nature of stress, characteristics of the individual, resources available to face the stressful situation. The first is nature of stress. Different type of external and internal stimuli which give rise to stress are called stressors. So what are stressors? Things which lead to stress. It can be external reasons, it can be internal reasons also. They are classified into three groups which are as follows. Environmental stressors like noise, pollution, crowding, etc. are called environmental stressors. So first is environmental stressors. Those things which are around you in the environment like noise, pollution, etc. crowding are all environmental stressors. Next is psychological, okay? That includes depression, guilt, remorse meaning you don't feel like talking to anyone, conflict, frustration, pressure, etc. So these are your psychological stressors. Next are physiological stressors, okay? Next are social stressors that include fight, loneliness, break in relationship are called social stressors. Social meaning related to society. Okay, so what all includes fight, loneliness? Let's say you had a fight with someone, when your relationship with someone broke up. That doesn't mean only love relationship, it can be your relation with your friends, family, etc. The effect of the stressor will depend on the intensity, duration and effectiveness. So what are they saying? How the stress is depends on these three factors. What are these three factors? Intensity, duration and effectiveness. Okay. High intensity and long duration stress give rise to more stress and its effectiveness of the stressor is less. So now what are they saying is, let's say the intensity of stress is high. Let's say I am taking lot of stress, then and let's say that the duration, that the amount of time which I am in stress is very long. Let's say I am for about 6 months I am in the period of stress and I am experiencing lots and lots of stress. Then obviously any way which I try to put down the effect of the stress, it's not going to work. Okay, because the intensity is more, because the pressure is high. So whatever ways I try to reduce my stress, it is not going to work that strong. The effectiveness of the stress is less, then the individual feels less stress. Predictability also plays a very important role in stressful situation. Next thing they have said, let's say the effect of stress is less. Let's say that I am experiencing less amount of stress, the effect of stress is less, then I will not face that much level of problem as much as I should. Okay, and predictability also plays a very important role in determining how stressful are you. Let's say I am predicting that that my 12th result is going to be 85%. Let's say that predictability I am making, then I will experience less stress. Let's say I am making a predictability that I am going to fail in my 12th boards, I don't know if I am going to pass, then I am going to experience more stress. So even predictability plays a very important role. So if you are in high intensity stress, let's say your stress level is very high and let's say you are in stress for a longer period of time, then obviously you will experience lot of stress. But the effect of stress is, let's say, is very less, or let's say the duration of stress, you are not in the stress for a very long period of time, then the effect of stress will be less. And even predictability plays a very important role in the stress. Next is characteristics of an individual. Stress also depends on personal characteristics of individual and how he reacts to it. These can be physical, psychological and cultural. So how I react to stress, how I respond to stress depends from person to person. Let's say there are exams. There will be some people who will be chilling, will not take tension. There will be some people who will be taking lot of tension. So why you experience stress also depends on your physical nature, on your psychological nature, and because of the culture that is around you. Physical characteristics include physical health, constitution of the body, okay, that means your body build up, okay, bodily capacity and internal weakness. So what are your physical characteristics? Over here, your physical characteristics simply mean your biological body. So how your physical health is, are you in good condition? How is the constitution of the body? Constitution of the body means how well is your body built up, okay, whether it's proper or not. Bodily capacity, okay, how is your body's capacity to accept pain, to not accept pain? Are you in weak person? A person suffering from sickness has got a weak body constitution and capacity, so he or she will experience more stress than a physical healthy individual. Let's say कि I am a sick person, and let's say my body is not working properly, my condition of my body is not proper, then obviously my capacity to deal with stress will be less. That is why when someone is having a heart problem, they tell you na, that don't give them bad news, don't stress them, don't give them tension. Why? Because they are sick people. Okay, and let's say कि I am a healthy person, I am a very well-to-do person, then my capacity to face stress will be more. Psychological characteristics include mental health, temperament, and self-concept. A person who has a good and sound mental health is happy-go-lucky and got high self-concept, and he and she will experience less stress. So psychological characteristics over here means your mental health. How well are you mentally fit? Okay, here it does not mean that how well do I take care of my mental self, or what do I think of myself. Self-concept means what do I think of myself. Let's say if I really take care of my mental self, let's say I really take care and think highly of myself, then obviously my stress level will be less compared to those who do not think highly of themselves or who do not take care of their mental self. Next is cultural characteristics. This includes cultural definition and meaning, expected response style. People who behave according to the culture standards experience less stress. So what are they saying over here in the cultural characteristics? What are included? The different definitions of the culture, meaning of the culture. What do you think of your culture? And sometimes the culture teaches us on how to respond to situations. Let's say I'm following all the rules and regulations of the culture, then I'll not experience that much level of stress. I'll experience very, very less amount of stress. Next is resources available in stressful situations. Okay, what are the resources available? The following are the individuals deal with the following are the individual to deal with the stress. So how does a person deal with the stress? First is physical resource. It includes money, medical care, attention, physical facilities, etc. Let's say if I have money, let's say if I have good medical care, attention, I keep myself in proper shape, then I'll experience less stress. Personal resources. This includes personal skill, expertise, and coping style. I already told you. Let's say if I have good support system from my family. Let's say I know people who can help me out. I know counselors who can help me out. Who are expertise? People who have studied stress. People who know what stress is. And if I go to them to help them, to ask them to help me, they are going to help me. Next is social resource, which includes social support, relation, help from community, professional help, etc. All the three resources are easily available to individual, then he experiences less stress. Let's say I have good support system from family. Let's say I can take professional help. Okay, then obviously I'll experience less amount of stress. And obviously if I have these resources, if I have these help who can help me out in situations, then I can easily prepare myself in the stressful situation. Okay. Now an individual evaluates the stress on the basis of his characteristics, resources and stressors, and then decides how to react to it. Richard Lazarus has classified these evaluations into two types. So what they are saying that an individual in life, okay, whenever he is experiencing stress, he evaluates the thing, he tries to understand what kind of stress he is going to experience. He evaluates or judges the situation, and based on that he reacts or responds to it. So what are these evaluations, what are these judgments, we will do in the next video.